good morning once again from the beautiful island of St. Lucia. And I tell you what, it just gets more beautiful every day that you're here, more relaxing. You couldn't ask for a better vibe when you're looking at a tourist destination. And of course, Synergy TV, we're on the ground. And we are going to bring you all the sights, the songs of the St. Lucia Jazz and Arts Festival. I keep saying Jazz Festival yesterday. But last night, we went to Voices from the Underground, which is one of the events that they have leading into, how I could put it, boy, not really the start, because the start was April the 30th. That was opening night with Capleton and Issa Banton and they. But then you have the weekend, and really and truly the first event after that opening takes place tonight, all right? But last night had Voices from the Underground, which was a poetry, spoken word type event, and you had poets from different parts of the world. You also had, you could see the different age groups. Had some mature people there, had a lot of young people were there. And it's all part of the development of the arts here in St. Lucia, all right? And we had the opportunity to speak to the executive director of the Cultural Development Foundation, Mrs. Ramona Henry Win. Had a little chat with her. We'll share that with you as we get the second hour started. We do have Seth Weil aboard coming on later down in the second hour today. Of course, today is Tuesday. And we are at Secrets, man. Yes, Secrets Resort and Spa. And I tell you what, boy, we went to the event last night. I have to mention, I have been, all right, so I came through the airport and I met the port police there, Margarita. Margarita, good morning to you again. Recognized me one time. She said, you're the guy from Breaking Down on Synergy? I said, yeah. She said, what you here to do? And I told her what we here to do. Very excited. Then last night, I went to the Voices from the Underground, and two people walk up to me from Trinidad. They watch Breaking Dawn every morning. All right, Stacy, good morning to Stacy, and good morning to Michael. I hope it's Michael, Michael LeBeau. I think that's his name. We took a picture last night. But both of them are Trinidadians living in St. Lucia, and they're very familiar with Synergy TV, with Breaking Dawn. So, it got me to thinking, if we have a population of 1.4 million people, right? Just think about this. And that's more than every other island. Well, except Jamaica. Good? Then Breaking Dawn is probably the #1 program in the whole region. Not just Trinidad and Tobago. Because if you take our numbers, and then the numbers that you're going to pick up in St. Vincent and the Grenadines, and St. Lucia, and Antigua, and Barbados, and all over, then I don't think nobody can match us. You understand? Because they definitely ain't pulling the numbers from Trinidad. Right? So, something to think about now. All right? Nice. For all of you who have your brands and your products and you want to get it out throughout the region, and we're talking about trade and everything, all right, we here. And we on the ground, and we recognized throughout the region, so think about it. All right? 310-2666. Right? That is marketing. What do you call them? One time. So, but not yet. You have to wait till 8 o'clock. The office is open until 8. In the meantime, while I met a few people from Trinidad here, I must mention there was this guy in St. Thomas, and I forgot to mention him. He was out for the parade, and he kept calling us, Synergy, Synergy, Synergy. He's actually living in St. Thomas for about more than 10 years. And what happened while we were there in St. Thomas, covering the parade, people called him who knew he was living in St. Thomas and said, hey, Synergy in St. Thomas, And that man leave his house and come down to the parade just to come and ball Synergy, Synergy on the side by the rail. So I had to pick up that guy as well. He originally from Sangre Grande. I almost forgot him, All right, my brother. Good conversation. And if you're coming back to Trinidad, like you said, you hope to in July. Yeah, man, come down. I know you're worried about the little crime hunting, but come down. Talking about crime, a little bit of that in the paper this morning, but very interesting articles. And we're going to get to that, right? So I'm not necessarily going to go through headlines, right? Because I want to get to our topic and get one topic going and as many phone calls as possible on that one topic, because at 7 o'clock we switch gears and we're going to share with you the conversation with the executive director at the Cultural Development Foundation. And we also going to show you a little bit of one of the restaurants here. And I got to say, but the food here is amazing. The taste is just down to the desserts. I wasn't going to eat no dessert here. And it's Chris inviggled me because, you know, Chris, young, metabolism working, you know what I mean? You know the devil on your shoulder telling you, yes, eat it, take it, put it in your plate. So he encouraged me in the creme brulee, which we were very surprised, as opposed to eating it elsewhere. It wasn't sweet. You know that kind of, it wasn't too sweet. It was just perfect. There was the vanilla chocolate cake that we had as well. Not too sweet, just spot on. The food, I had, what did I have, boy? I had some corn on the cob, a little fresh salad on the side. I had some, what was it, creamy, some kind of creamy something chicken? Cajun chicken, right, the creamy Cajun chicken. Steak, I got a little steak on the side. And I can't remember what was the other thing I put in. Oh, I had some beets, some beetroot, and potato salad. So that was my lunch yesterday. But I have to say, everything was just on point. You know what I mean? Just almost, just perfect. Not, you know, you're eating certain things and something might have too much of this or too much of that, or it might lack a little bit of this or a little bit of that. Everything was just on point. Chris was always saying, you know, it's not too sweet. And then encouragement to go back for a second dessert. But nevertheless, we here. We have to live while, you know, while life is worth living, while you're living, right? In the land that you live in. So in the background, as you can see, we changed locations this morning. We said we'll try a different location because the place is so big, right? That it has so much of the resort to show that we didn't want to go back in the same location today. So yesterday, you would have seen more of the ocean and that in the background and a little piece of the hotel. This morning, we have the sand in the background. This is the beach here, right in the background here. And then behind me, I believe, yeah, those are the buildings that, well, we are staying in one of those buildings down to the back, that 4-story building or 3-story building that you see down to the back. But ours is not in shot. I think that's building 11 and 12 in shot. So we in 10, all right? But we on the top floor, and, well, just think about it. If you're on the top floor from what you could see there, from that oversized balcony, the balcony is huge, lots of space. You could have a party on that balcony, all right? It's just a beautiful, 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 beautiful view. You could not ask, it couldn't be better than that. Last night and all, we came back from the Voices from the Underground, and we bounced up what's the name of the party? Chris, the headphones party. The silent party. So we bounced up a silent party taking place by one of the bars last night. And Chris said, boy, let me go to get headphones. I said, boy, we have time for that till it's after 10. And everybody have their own headphones, and everybody like, you know, I don't know, teach their own. And everybody like, you know, I don't know, teach their own. All right? All right? I need to feel the vibration on the bass. Sorry. All right, so I'll tell you what. Following Canopia operation, as we get into the headlines this morning, following our Canopia operation, toll booths cut down, and the police believe that they've dismantled a central ring responsible for 24 home invasions in 6 weeks. Right? So these guys, according to the police, would have committed 24 home invasions over the past 6 weeks, and the police believe that the action that was taken over the weekend, where the police used lethal force, right, in Canopia, which has been praised by the public. A lot of people were like, yeah, it's about time. And I mean, I kept saying it. If you're going to call a second state of emergency, it can't be with kid gloves on. You had to go full blow. And full blow means lethal force if necessary. You had to let these guys know that you mean business. And members of the Trinidad and Tobago Police Service now believe they have dismantled a criminal gang linked to approximately 24 reports of home invasions over a 6-week period in central Trinidad. And members of the Tall Boots crew had several central communities under siege before their activities came to a dramatic halt following a police exercise in Cunupia on Saturday morning. Police said the gang, named informally by Cunupia residents due to their use of tall gardening boots during their assaults on homes, was reportedly linked to home invasions in Cunupia, Chaguanas, Freeport, and as far north as Las Lomas, beginning in late March. Police said 8 bandits confronted a 70-year-old farmer at his home off Esmeralda Road in Cunupia at around 3:30 a.m., stealing $1,120 in cash before fleeing. A report was made, and officers from the Central Division, the home invasion team, hit, and soldiers from the regiment responded, chasing men before eventually intercepting them near Ramona Trace, and a gun battle ensued, and 3 suspects were killed, while 2 others were arrested and 2 others escaped. All right? So two still on the run. All right, according to the report. Now, I'm going to move on from this because we all know that that occurred over the weekend, right? Now the police, you have the lethal force headline there. A headline labeled lethal force. Police praised for lethal force. Now, criminologists have praised police for what they described as a decisive show of force in Cunupia, where a home invasion escalated into a chase and shootout that left 4 suspects dead and 2 others in custody. Now, Dr. Gavin Hira said the operation sent a clear and powerful message to criminals who have long terrorized communities. And he commended officers for their courage and professionalism, but urged authorities to strengthen operational capacity, including the possible introduction of air support. Now, you see what I mean? This is a criminologist coming to talk about air support, coming to talk about lethal force. Haven't I been saying that? All I can remember the incident that took place in Valsain with the men on the highway, where the woman was in the house and she got shot, and they got away. And I say, how you could get away if you have air support, if you have a helicopter, the helicopter in a chase, right, which will give you the ability to see things from above, it is very hard for that vehicle to get away. Because with air support, the helicopter will track the vehicle and communicate with the police on the ground and tell them exactly where the vehicle is headed. I mentioned all of that since back then, and that years ago. When, for the last few years, the crime rate was escalating out of control, I keep telling all you, it cannot work if they're going to just lock up men. They're going to put them in remand, and I come into an article with the prison that speaks to what I was saying there as well. Put them in the remand section. They're sitting down there for years. They're networking, right? Everybody networking and calling shots from inside. They're doing business from inside the prison walls. They're comfortable. No. It has to reach to the point where if you're going to push back, then you have to push back with lethal force. You understand? All that nonsense had to stop because it has no fear factor. Consequences is one thing, but the fear factor has to be established. And if you can't establish that, criminals will continue to operate like it have no authorities. And no one telling all you. So now that the criminologists say it, I don't know. Maybe we'll see something different. And finally, this one is connected to all of that, right? So we're connecting a few dots this morning, and then we'll take a break, come back and take some calls, and we'll hear from you guys. So the broken prison system is undermining the crime fight, so say the experts, all right? This is another thing the experts telling all yesterday, right? Listen, you know, all listen. As the government intensifies its fight against crime through state of emergency measures, policing strategies, and legislative reform, one of the country's most critical crime-generating environments, the prison system continues to operate under severe strain. Experts warn that without urgent intervention, it risks fueling the very criminality authorities are trying to contain. After 3 decades in the prison service, former Prison Officers Association President Rajkumar Ramroop is again calling for sweeping reforms to overhaul Trinidad and Tobago's correctional system. He has long warned that prisons are evolving into command centers for crime rather than institutions of rehabilitation. At the core of his concern, at the core, I want to listen to this. At the core of his concern is chronic overcrowding, driven largely by a remand population that accounts for nearly 2/3 of the inmates. We have 2/3 of inmates on remand. Right? Meaning, they ain't reached the court yet. Right? So, where is it? All right. I want to go down to the other part, Hold on, Right, look at here. According to the latest data from the Trinidad and Tobago Prison Service and the World Prison Brief, the prison population stands at approximately 3,802 inmates across 9 facilities. That includes the Port of Spain Prison, the Maximum Security Prison, and the Golden Grove Remand Prison, along with specialized institutions such as the Women's Prison and the Carrera Convict Prison. While the system's official capacity is listed at 4,886, occupancy levels vary significantly, with several facilities operating beyond intended limits. Of particular concern is that an estimated 60% of inmates, roughly 2,270 individuals, are on remand, often awaiting trial for years. Now, let's stick a pin right there. Didn't I tell you all? I do like to say I tell all this, but didn't I tell you all last year, leading into this year, the year before? Johnny Abraham said it too in our call-in interview on Breaking Dawn, right? Greenwich has said it repeatedly. One of the biggest problems with the fight against crime is the judiciary. There is a backlog of cases. Fellas getting the police holding them. For them to have, for 2/3 of the prison population to be on remand, it means the police doing their work to some extent. Because if they weren't doing their work, nobody would be in the prison. But we have 2/3 of the inmates in remand. So that means the police had to be doing something. So the police job is to catch, charge, right? Based on the advice from the DPP. So you have your evidence, you gather your evidence, you take it to the DPP say yes, you have enough, charge. But then when you reach the court now, everything stalls. And then you have thousands of people in remand awaiting trial, and it just keeps being delayed and delayed and delayed and delayed and delayed. And this is why we have the problem that we have. So they need to clear that up. But we'll get your thoughts on that. All right? After the break. We are 25 minutes past the hour, 6 o'clock. And I tell you what, boy, St. Lucia winning, Yeah, boy, St. Lucia winning. Chris, it winning, All this boy wants to do is sleep, That's all. I never see somebody want to sleep, so, And he younger than me, I don't know, boy. Like all the young people that's like to sleep, boy. Look at where you are. Look how wrong, my brother. Look how wrong. You have some nice salt water there. You have some nice sand. Sand you don't get, you don't get sand like that. You get sand now. Let's see, in Tobago. You get that in Tobago, but you mightn't get it in Trinidad. You might get it on Maracas, right? But oh gosh, boy, you have beautiful beach. You have sun. It have pickleball courts. I tell you, man, we're going to play some pickleball, Nothing for me to lose weight. But send me by the dessert, by the dessert counter to fill up 2 plates of dessert with all kind of sweet thing. Lord Father. Anyway, before we go to the break, I want to mention Keolik. All right? Let me just remind you guys about Keolik. That's on the wrong page here. Right, nice. I'm writing now. On the wrong email. Right, so Keolik. I want you guys to remember, as we're talking about health and so on and so forth, that you have several products in the Keolik range, and they're all backed by science, over 900 scientific research and clinical trials, and that aged garlic extract is included in all of those products across the board. They include the cleanse and digestion, the blood pressure health, the cholesterol health, the total heart health, the circulation health, and the Keo green powder drink mix, as well as the probiotics. So, how do you pick it up? You go to a pharmacy or health store across Trinidad and Tobago, and if you need more information on any one of these products, just pick up the phone on WhatsApp, 728-0338. That is 728-0338. So we're going to take the break, and when we come back from the break, we're going to open the phone line and take some calls. I want to get your thoughts on it, that broken prison system, and do you support lethal force by the police when necessary? We ain't saying that the police should just go out and use lethal force in every situation. But when it calls for it, yeah, definitely. Stay tuned. We'll be back after this. Breaking Dawn continues.
I'm every woman, evolving, unstoppable even when I need to recharge. That's why I choose iron that's gentle, fights fatigue, and keeps me strong.
Fine lines, subtle shifts. I support my skin from within to reduce wrinkles.
Hard work takes strength, so I fuel up to stay ready.
Now I'm growing someone new. What I take, she takes too. So I choose what supports her brain from the start.
Wellness looks different for all of us, and I'm not alone. Jameson, trusted by women through every stage and every change.
Ostomy care is a unique and intimate condition that can seem challenging for individuals afflicted by it. At Better Life Ostomy Care, they understand and offer a wide range of products and services that will allow ostomates to lead a better life. From colostomy and urostomy pouches, paste and powders, antibacterial wipes, Brava strips, deodorants, gloves, gauze, bed liners, and much, much more. They also have RN care available for ostomy home care with affordable starter packages. No need to look for nurse or supply. Everything is just a phone call away. Better Life Ostomy Care is located at number 4 Mosque Street, Caroni. You can call them at 308-6709 or 472-5878 or visit their website at www.betterlifeostomycareTT.com to find out more about their offerings. You can also write to them at betterlifeostomycarettt@gmail.com or find them on Facebook. Better Life Ostomy Care, servicing ostomates with a better quality of life.
Welcome to Car City Trading, your #1 supply of brand new Korean auto parts. Come on down to lot number 78, Bamboo Settlement number 2, Valsain, between the hours of 8 a.m. and 5 p.m. Monday to Friday and 8 a.m. to 2 p.m. on Saturday to get your Hyundai and Kia vehicular needs. Car City Trading has everything your vehicle needs, from a brand new head and blocks to engine parts, transmissions, suspension parts, body parts, electrical parts, braking system, AC system, even the smallest sensor, and much more. WhatsApp us today at 704-2246 or call us at 645-2603 and let us be your car parts solution. Be sure to find us on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok, and look out for our monthly deals and promotions. Car City Trading, quality products at unbeatable prices.
At Adams Optical, we care for your vision with everything from stylish frames, contact lenses, and sunglasses, starting at just $595, to advanced eye care services. We also diagnose and manage conditions like glaucoma and cataracts with our in-house ophthalmologist. Additional services include OCT, VFT, and cataract surgeries. Visit us at San Fernando, Chaguanas, or Rio Claro.
If you want to be a better chef at home or advance your professional career,
Chef Shiraz Culinary Academy is the best place to be.
some of the courses that we offer here at the Academy: Creative National Cuisine 1 and 2, Baking and Pastry 1 and 2, Kids Summer Cooking Classes, one-day classes at the workshop. We have Asian cooking classes and certificate in culinary arts, food lovers and professionals.
Start your culinary journey today with us at the Chef Shiraz Culinary Academy.
Welcome to Caribbean Tourist Villa, your home away from home in the heart of Port of Spain. With over 25 years of trusted hospitality, Caribbean Tourist Villa has been a reliable choice for both business professionals and vacationers. Our guest rooms are thoughtfully equipped with all the essentials for a relaxing and productive stay, and our tranquil pool area is perfect for relaxation after a busy day. We've created the ideal space for you to relax, recharge, and enjoy. Give us a call to book your stay today.
Astrologer Mohit Ji is known for providing insightful astrology guidance for complex life situations, dealing with love confusion, delayed marriage, partner distancing, or serious relationship breakdowns. His approach focuses on understanding the root cause and guiding you toward the right path. If financial instability or business setbacks are affecting you, his spiritual remedies may support positive change. With psychic reading, horoscope analysis, and palm insights, he offers practical clarity. His services also include protection from negative energies and removal of bad luck. Call at +1 868 334 2796.
All right, so we're back. All right, I'm now getting a little coffee in front of me. All right, so I'll tell you what. Before the break, as we return here to Breaking Dawn, we were talking about the crime. We were talking about the police being praised for using lethal force, but we were also talking about the broken prison system as put forward by, who does that put that forward again, boy? Is Mr. Rajkumar? Ramrup, yeah. The former Prison Officers Association president. And I said, you know what? Let's get your thoughts on it. All right, because for us to have an effect, you have to do something, right? Yeah. So 327-7400, 327-7400. The phone line is open. You could call now and share your thoughts. And of course, if you have thoughts on anything else, I see that, well, no decision has been made by the opposition leader on the John Bates issue. That's also in the paper this morning. Some people might be wondering, why it's taken so long to make a decision on that. But, I guess the opposition leader will move at her own time, on her own pace. Hello, good morning.
Morning, Stefan.
Yeah, man,
Stefan,
thoughts?
when this country need, as a minister was proposing years ago, you see the night court, they need to acquire a building and bring back about 6 judges and have night court running in the Trinidad and Tobago, right? To ease up the backlog of cases. This case, Stefan, how it is when it is a politician get charged and he want to clear his name fast, how it is pushed to the court fast, Stefan? And when it is the normal citizen in the remand, case taken 10 and 15 years. Stefan, our next question. The Mosquito Creek. You know the completion date for the Mosquito Creek. I wonder if it's the same date as the Pansion Bego on the highway there. Because that Mosquito Creek, like, it never ending. Look on and listen.
They didn't fix that yet? Mosquito Street, Street. Mosquito Creek still in a mess? You know how long they was repairing that? Sinan and them do some work down there in Mosquito Creek. And then, well, that was a whole bacchanal by itself. And I think they were supposed to go back and fix the problem again. And I don't want to believe that that's the same way. Hello, good morning.
Stefan.
Yeah, morning. Go ahead.
When it comes to use of force policy with the police, I mean, it's always good when I see police defend themselves. I really don't want to see no police officer family crying when they see bullets flying behind them, right? I prefer to see criminal family crying than police officer, wife and children crying. But I want to also see that a crime plan, and it just feel there's no sense, if anybody have any sense of what a crime plan is, they will understand that right about the place, like some other countries they tried that before. Just say what's going on. Forget about plan. Just kill people and make people feel good about that. Because once people get fed up with crime, man, just kill anybody you feel is a criminal. Just deal with that. And anytime we come to that place, or we're going close to that, anytime we feel like that is where we want to go, that is not a plan. What that really is, that is anarchy. That is what happened in the Philippines, and I tell you, the man locked up right now. The man who tried that, he in jail right now. If you could do your research, So I want to applaud the police if this was indeed position where they had to defend themselves, because I mean, sometimes we understand that you have to have a camera around to really it's really sad. Yes, you know, there's some police officers that facing the court right now because of a camera, not because. Yeah, I think the family got about 8 million or some amount of money because of that kind of action.
I mean, yeah, the Joshua Samaru thing that's still pending, that we're still waiting on we still waiting on some closure with that. That's the Joshua Samaru thing that was caught on camera.
Right, but the one happened some years ago, and the officers got locked up. I think they're out on bail. The families of those men got some redress from the court because it was found that that it wasn't done in a professional manner. You know, and I want to let police officers know too that if you have batchmates that thinking about them thing, that jail not nice, jail is not a nice thing.
All right.
That's what I say. Thank you.
All right, no problem. Yeah, you have that too, and then you have the whole crew from the Vinjana IPOL thing that get awarded $20 million collectively. Morning. It swing both ways. Yeah, morning. What going on? Talk to us.
You know, they drop on the end with the signal, boy. Coming and going, boy.
All right, no problem.
And what's that stuff on? You must buy your tongue yesterday, boy.
How so, boy?
That would not call it.
I'm going to say it's Mosquito Creek, but my mouth got tired up a little bit of that stuff.
You must bite it twice, yeah. What's that stuff on? Yeah. I know if you're watching the highlights of we news on, you know. As you know. You know the people, family, and the home invasion saying they could have locked him up into that game, right?
The family are the victims? Or the home invasion saying that?
Yeah. You don't think so?
Well, brother man, to each their own, yes.
Them come on national TV, you know, stuff, and come and see that kind of shit, you know.
Nah, I don't go look for that clip.
Yeah, you tell me?
They could have locked them up. I don't agree with that.
And what's that stuff on, as you open it now, TV girl interview with the manager at the hotel too, no? I know if that's possible.
Well, we could try, yeah, no problem. I'll talk to who I to talk to.
Yeah.
No frightened.
Yeah, man. Good idea.
Cool, man.
Yeah, brother. Yep. Respect. Yeah.
But usually we try to get the manager of the hotel that we staying at on the show for an interview. Whether or not the manager is here, 7 a.m. in the morning is another story. But I'll find out from Daniel, who's the man handling the scene here. Hello, good morning. Yeah, man, just let me put you on speaker. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, we can blame almost any and everything for crime. We can point at you for something and do something about it. Have a good day, man.
All right, yeah. It's about dealing with it before it happens. You know what I mean? Well, I mean, it's about presence to deter the actual crime from happening. Hello, good morning.
Good morning to you, Mr. Stefan, boy.
What going on, my brother?
I did cool, boy. I just feel it for you sometime because it's so early, boy. And to take on this kind of thing, I see some people that try to mash up your brain, you know, but your head is really strong, boy. You are telling you just have to listen some kind of thing. I have to know weight going, weight coming. And I don't study because I know you will solve that problem. But yeah, I tell you, Stefan, the family really said that, boy, that they could hold them.
They find they could hold them.
Yeah. I don't know. So then that family know what this guy doing, right?
Well, they had to know by now.
Yes, because how you should hold them instead of you kill them. It means to say that you know they was doing this thing and you was hoping that they hold them instead of they kill them, right?
Well, I'm trying to figure out why. I mean, if it was me, I wouldn't utter that. As a matter of fact, I wouldn't have I wouldn't feel any way about it. if it end up in a situation where you commit a crime against me, the police come for you, you shoot at the police shoot and kill you. Well, all well and well. That's it. That's how I look at it. I wouldn't have no sympathy for them.
Okay.
That's me.
Yeah. Another thing I'm just going to say is that Penny Bettles, right? She is just a penny, right? But the idea is she go end up being a fading sooner or later, because this lady hear what happened. She know what happened. She get the letter when the lady resigned and all them kind of things, and you still can't make up your mind what you're going to do. When you go make it up, Stefan?
Well, that's a good question.
But that show you what the PNM people is. It's not because they know right and wrong, but so long as them doing it, wrong become right, and they're ready to protect wrong. And this is what the people in Trinidad and Tobago understanding the PNM. The PNM does come like a cult, and they could do whatever they want to do, like how email gets started, Cambridge Analytica, and all them things is just right for them. And they don't care about you in the population. That's why they just sit down and make the big money. Why is it give you CPEC and URP where you're barely making it, and they call that job for you? Why is them take away millions, Mr. Stepan? That is what the PNM does do.
All right.
Thank you, Mr. Stepan.
Yeah, man. Yeah. No problem. Yeah, you know, I told somebody the day, I said, you know, don't forget, like, people just forget fast, you know. Like, all they forget, when they were talking about the John Bates issue and the length of time that the opposition leaders taken to make a decision, I say, all remember, when all this pressure, Kamala Prasad be assessed between 2010 and 2015, it's 13 people she fired, you know. 13. Morning. Without hesitation.
Yeah, morning, Stephanie. I come back with that beat story.
Yeah.
If it's one thing, whoever in Parliament you see actually resign from a thing who was under accusation in this country, which one of them ever do that?
I can't recall any of them, except probably Jack Warner, when Kamala told him to go clear his name and come back with the FIFA drama.
Right, but Stefan, we have the same situation here. We have the Belize down there. We have Munilal. We have several people in that thing, and nobody question just Kamala. What she doing with them?
Well, David Lee, okay, hold on. But the David Lee issue. Hold on.
He's on bail.
He on bail, but he hasn't been found guilty of anything. As a matter of fact, that same matter was thrown out, and then it come back, and then the problem is, I have no problem with you bringing it back, you know, but you're bringing it back and it's just lingering there. If it's something you all investigated already, and you threw it out, and you clear the man's name, and then you bring it back, then it shouldn't be taking this length of time to run an investigation. Because if you're saying you have something new that you could bring it back, then we should have already have something. You understand what I'm saying? Then you know, something should have already happened with that matter to say he in the clear, he not in the clear.
All right, but you see that the problem also is the judiciary continue to fail.
Well,
you understand what I'm saying?
But I don't think that part is the judiciary. I think that part is the police, because the police would have bring back the matter.
Well, but I'm saying, but before the court now,
right? Well, before
before some judge thing now. So the delays.
I understand.
The situation. You understand?
But
so they need to speed up these things.
But what do you think about the issue we were talking about yesterday, where John Bates seems to be at the center of attention with this witness statement that she assisted the Alsing with, but as the government MPs were showing on Friday, Faris Al-Rawi played more of a part in it than John Bates, but yet nobody in talking about him or just seem to have any action against him. What are your thoughts on that?
You see, what they call accessory before and after the fact inquiry, you're just as guilty as fail. So if you have any assistance, you put yourself in a position to compromise that whole thing. So he also, it's I know, as I say, a crime is a crime. It can't be one lesser. If you do the same thing, the same portion of law supposed to apply to you. So he really did. Whatever you do, the kind of.
Well, he ought to know better. He would have ought to know better.
A lot of us supposed to know better, but you know, we
And we
just
still
try
do
to
wrong
do
things.
and hoping that it go away.
Yeah,
Right.
that's true.
And let's hope it go away.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, but let's see how it go. All right.
Well, we'll see how the thing go, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, man. I'll go again. Yeah, morning, Barakpo.
Morning, no
From Outer Yard. Go ahead.
Yeah, man. Stefan, you see what I'll tell you about what crime has reached to in our society. It has become a culture. Just imagine people knowingly know what their sons and their husband and their brothers and sisters doing to other people. And when they get licked up now, they come in to talk about they should have shoot them in the foot. They should have. And you see, this is why I've vexed with the police service again. All this training, they're giving these men them to shoot these people them in the foot and the hand and thing. And they're always missing the target and shooting them in the head and chest and thing. So the police service need to retrain the members how to shoot, because I know for a fact that all these police aim at their foot and the hand and the toenail and the edge of the hair and all kind of thing. And these men them could never shoot straight. They always shooting these bandits them in the head and thing. But anyway, that is that. You see what I have been saying all the time with PNM people.
What's that?
They would sit and go through Facebook and all the media and thing to look at somebody become a victim of crime in the country. They say the government are doing nothing.
Right.
You hear any one of them now come and praise the police service for dismantling this scourge of home invasion that was taking place in this area.
Right.
Not one of them had come out and say, hey, well, the Minister of Homeland Security, the police commissioner, good job or anything like that. But let this home invasion situation had occurred and nobody was caught, you'd have heard them jump out. Big press conference. They're doing nothing. Look, what's the level of crime taking place in the country? They're incompetent. Fire this one, fire that one, fire this one. Now, when this come and take place, the country feel a little at ease. Although this is nothing yet, the country feel a bit of an ease. Not a recommendation to the hard work for the police service and the people. But if people wake up and understand what PNM is yet, let me tell you something. Although end up just like Jim Jones and somewhere down in Guyana. Have a good morning, sir. But enjoy yourself where you is, boy.
All right, no problem. Yeah, man. Yeah. No, I mean, we have been very harsh on Roger Alexander. A lot of people. And just along the lines of what Barakpo is saying there, you have these 24 people in Canupia, this whole Canupia home invasion ring that has been dismantled by the TTPS. I'll finish to say what I have to say after the caller. Hello, good morning. Morning.
Morning, Stefan.
Yeah, man, go ahead.
I wanted to find out something this morning because I'm kind of confused, you know what I mean? And I think it should have been like how I'm thinking. What I'm saying, Stefan, with this senator who they got caught with doing wrong things and at the wrong time and at the wrong place, which he had no right to be doing anything, right? That is a crime. What I'm telling you, even though it's she alone, and let's assume or let's allege that Al-Rawi was in it too. What about the person who they did it for? They didn't know that person didn't know that there was something wrong and to stop it. You don't think that he should be charged too? With the former Minister of Health?
Well, look, I think
yeah.
You're talking, is the Alsing you're talking about?
Yeah.
Right, because it's his right, he is the one that they did the statement for, or they assisted.
And he if they know it was something wrong, he should have never encouraged it. I think he should have been, three of them should have been involved in that and get this thing straight. Now, I don't like what they do. For one person getting the rap, I don't like that. Have a nice day, Stefan.
All right, no problem. Let me take another one there. Yeah, morning.
Yes, sir, morning.
Yeah, go ahead, man.
I have a funny one for you.
Go ahead.
The fellas who get shooting in the home invasion, one of them family say, the police didn't have to kill him, you know. They could have locked him up.
This is what I'm hearing this morning.
You understand?
This is
So
what I'm hearing
them
this
could
morning.
go
Yeah.
and so them could go and distress people, put people under pressure. Now remember, after you go and break into somebody's house, you think that person could sleep comfortable in the house after?
No.
Exactly. So what?
You
What
have
supposed to do? We have
trauma.
to rebuild now, man.
You have all kind of things that come with it. You have, I mean, look, I don't know. Maybe they're forgiving people. I don't know.
Boy, I believe in empty the clip and knock it again, yes?
In certain situations, yes. All right, Pat, don't see. I'll take this one here. Oi, morning. Morning.
Hey, morning, Mr. Safan.
Mm-hmm. Talk to us,
In
man.
paradise there, boy.
Boy, you're nice. If I tell you, St. Lucia nice. It's real nice. You ever been here?
Yeah, boy.
Boy.
I watched yesterday program and I see the swimming pool and the mountain and the sea and
Yeah, nah.
the jetty.
I would tell
I could
anybody come
transport
here.
us every day.
I would tell anybody come here. I'm telling you. I reach here and I get light. You understand what I'm saying? I ain't lose weight where I'm supposed to lose it, but you know what I mean. But I just feel lighter.
What days in there again for?
We here until the 12th.
How long are they again?
Until the 12th of May.
12th. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, sometime.
Oh, yeah. We have time.
Right. Right. You know what I like?
Uh-huh.
I like how the people who break in the law want the same law to protect them. And when the police come for them, they know the law. Yeah, they know the law when they're breaking in people's place,
Yeah.
raping and killing them and robbing them. They know the law that time. But when the police come for them, they know their rights. And they have rights. But the people who rights they violate inside a castle, nah, you could do anything and get with it. And the shooter, in fact, if it's really and truly 24 break-ins and more break-ins, with the family of these people, where they employed, because CLC training had some news and they said one of the men had some family get together. I sure you work with something to the family get together?
Mm-hmm.
They ask him where you working?
Nope.
They ask him if you have a BIR number? They ask him anything? No. So, if it's in truth and in fact, the man say, one of the family members say, you could have hold him, but you could have hold him and bring him in and talk to him.
Right.
Yeah? You could have hold him and bring him in and talk to him instead of reaching that situation. Okay.
Yeah, man.
I run in there, I don't move.
Cool, man.
Good day. Right.
Yeah. Yeah. Like I was saying with Roger Alexander come under a lot of scrutiny since taking up the post as Homeland Security Minister. But when he bust the prostitution ring in Cunupia, the same Cunupia seems to be a little haven there, boy, for crime to be flourishing. You know what I mean? But when they bust that and when the woman was kidnapped, and the woman was kidnapped in Sawa by the Venezuelans, and they found her in the boat out at sea within a few hours, and now this particular bust here, the killing of the WPC in the municipal police station in San Fernando, and the quick work done by the police there. You know, when we read about the drug bust and the guns and ammunition find and suspects held for this and suspects held for that in crimes that have recently taken place, they don't ever come back and give them the credit for it. But when the bad things happen, they will pound him, you know what I mean? And they will say he's incompetent and he had to go and this, that, and the other. But he has said something that made sense to me. He said, you cannot correct 10 years of neglect, allowing the crime situation to spiral out of control. And then, of course, we had that influx in 2018 with the Venezuelans, and that was done in a manner that was just totally chaotic. So you can't expect to correct that in a year. I would not expect anybody to fix crime in 1 year. That is just ridiculous to even think it. You know what I mean? You got to give it time. I saw a report in the paper where the police got some new vehicles. There is this new initiative. The commissioner spoke about it. I can't remember it off the top of my head because I listened to it like over the weekend. we'd have so many things happening. I would have to go back and listen to the clip again. But there were these vehicles with the GPS system and everything installed, and this new initiative and way of crime fighting that they're implementing now. We'll see where that goes. We'll see if it bears fruit, or if it's just another set of vehicles that the police get and they'll mash up in 2 weeks. We don't know. We'll see how that goes, right? But in terms of the lethal force, I am saying I support lethal force when necessary. There are times that it is necessary, and there are times that it is not. But if it is necessary, then the police have all right to use it. I have no problem with that. If you don't want to pick up some shots from the police, just don't commit a crime. That is all. Just don't commit a crime. Don't rob, don't steal, don't rape, don't murder. You know what I mean? But if you want to be hunted by the police, or you want the police to run you down, well, whatever happens, happens. That is on the policing end. Very few people commented on the prison, but I think that's a very important aspect of it, because rehabilitation is lacking. And if we do not implement proper rehabilitation plans through that prison system, we're going to be spinning in circles. But that also goes hand in hand with the judiciary and the speed at which matters are heard, and convictions, whether it is the death penalty or whatever. And then when the death penalty is the verdict, then you have to ensure that these people their appeals and everything happen within a particular time, so that Pratt and Morgan thing doesn't kick in, and then you could go and hang. And once you start doing that efficiently and effectively, you're going to have a serious impact in crime, where we're going to see a serious decline. All right? But like I said, work in progress. 18 months. 18 months is what I said at the start. Let's see where we headed. If we headed in an upward direction, or if we had a standstill, or we going down. From an economic standpoint, we headed in the right direction. From a crime standpoint, if we're using the statistics that they are using, the way that they are using it, when they say, well, at this point last year, we had X amount of murders less, so crime going down. But as I said last week, and I will repeat it again, that is not the only way that you measure crime. You measure crime based on your eye tests and the way that you feel. If you feel fear, if you are afraid to come out your house, you understand what I'm saying? So those are the different ways that you judge whether crime is improving or getting worse. Okay? I'm looking forward to having a conversation with the Minister of Sport when I get back. I really want to find out what's going on with sports and the initiatives there. So we're gonna find out about that. But otherwise than that, we're looking on, we're seeing what taking place. Tourism, culture seems to be doing excellent. We had a terrific carnival, Flavor Village, everything. So we're gonna see in 18 months where Trinidad and Tobago is headed. By all projections from the World Bank and others, we're headed in the right place from an economic standpoint. Energy sector, we're looking like we're headed in the right place. We see an investment coming that was not there before. So things are definitely shaping up. But we will see. All right. So we're going to take a break. And when we come back from the break, we will share with you that interview. Remember, we're in St. Lucia, I'll be here for the Jazz and Arts Festival. And part of that Jazz and Arts Festival is Voices from the Underground. And we spoke to the executive director of the Cultural Development Foundation here in St. Lucia, Mrs. Ramona Henry Win. We will share that with you as we stepped out last night for the first time. I have a pretty much free day until 7 p.m. So I might explore the resort a little bit if Chris is up to it. And of course, we got to get lunch, man. We going back to the same place for lunch? Oh, you watch around the front? You like the food there? I find the food was on point, boy. So keep it right here. We're going to be back after this.
At the castle, we just love moms.
I love you, Mommy.
And this Mother's Day, we're cooking up a storm with lots of tasty food. So forget about cooking. Let us fix dinner with a popular family meal. And lunch is a breeze with a snack box and the fish, chicken, and veggie sandwich combos. Oh yeah, and we've got the chicken and wing buckets, plus rotisserie meals, and of course, delicious sides. And it's all cooked with our nice local seasonings. So take a break and enjoy. Happy Mother's Day from Royal Castle.
Steel Force Caribbean Limited, number 47, Lot 6, Montu Trace in Pinal, is your newest choice for steel construction and fabrication, offering full services in engineering and architectural design, structural steel fabrication and erection, pipe details, storage tank details including fabrication of steel tanks and pipes, all set to API standards. They offer a wide range of services in residential, commercial, and industrial clients, and extend services to customers here in Trinidad and Tobago and across the Caribbean. So, give them a call at 490-2771 or 399-7590. Steel Force Caribbean Limited, number 47, Lot 6, Montu Trace in Pinal, reinventing the standard of how we handle steel.
Master Ganesh Bhargav offers powerful guidance for all kinds of life problems, doubts, confusion, protection needs, and clarity. His astrology practice comes from a powerful ancestral tribal lineage with over 500 years of astrological and spiritual practice. Bhargavji does not dominate or pressure clients. Instead, he focuses on fixing problems with care and balance. His reunion love spells and death reversal spells are designed to restore harmony and provide lifetime protection. This is not individual effort alone, but collective spiritual power working for you. Many clients notice strong positive changes within a few sessions. Call +1 868 347 2350.
Attention all bakers, doubles vendors, roti makers. Try Chic Lucia high quality unbleached bromate free all-purpose and whole wheat flour. Bleached flour and bromate flour is treated with chemicals that can cause cancer, and this is banned in Europe and many other countries. Chic Lucia flour offers a healthier option, being that it's unbleached and bromate free. It also has a finer grain and a softer texture, lower priced and conveniently packaged in 2 pound, 2 kg, 10 kg and 25 kg bags. Available at groceries and supermarkets. For wholesale and retail prices, contact Chic Lucia Limited at 665-3336 or 480-8715 or visit them at Warrenville, Canupia. Chic Lucia Limited. Quality you can trust.
Air conditioning problems? Then look no further. A&K Air Conditioning Supplies offers you an easy solution for all your automotive, commercial, and domestic air conditioning needs. With 2 convenient locations to serve you, A&K Air Conditioning Supplies offers you an extensive range of parts and services, including pressure test kits, refrigerator parts, front and rear evaporators for maxi taxis. They also cater for both foreign and local automobile models like Kia, Hyundai, Honda, Nissan, and more. So pay them a visit today at either of their 2 locations. Number 36 Alfonso Street, Sangre Grande. Phone 784-2707 or 386-5700. And number 133 Corner Roland Street and Bonaventure Main Road, Gasparillo. Phone 312-2245 or 782-9720.
Why just manage disease when you can reverse it? At Setwaya's Holistic Health Clinic, we don't just mask symptoms, we focus on reversing illness naturally. Imagine freedom from medications and the cycle of dependence. Our approach dives deep into uncovering root causes without herbs, tonics, or medications. From diabetes and heart disease to mental health, obesity, and more, our personalized care is transforming lives. Ready to begin? Book your consultation today, either in our San Fernando office or online. Call or WhatsApp 279-3935 or 761-1952. Your health journey starts now at Setwayo's Holistic Health Clinic, where transformation is within reach.
Eden Heights Clinic is one of the most advanced state-of-the-art alternative clinics in the Caribbean. They offer a dynamic combination of life-changing treatments, including prolozone therapy, live blood analysis, halotherapy, limb backing, nutritional programs, colon hydrotherapy, weight loss programs, oxygen baths, and more. Their professional doctors, Drs. Carlos Navarro, Bronwyn Navarro, and Brian Thompson provide consultation services in areas of diabetes detox programs, arthritis, sports injuries, heart disease, high blood pressure, persons suffering with knee, shoulder, and back pain. At Eden Heights Clinic, they understand that your health is your wealth. Get in touch with them to determine which service is the right choice for you. Visit them at any one of their 3 locations at 13 Montague Avenue, Trinity, at 41 Ramsaran Street, Shoguanas, or give them a call at 640-8985 or 613-7571, or send them a WhatsApp to 493-9196. Eden Heights Clinic is your right choice.
Feeling distance in your relationship or sensing someone interfering between you and your partner? Connect with Pandit Anirudh, known for powerful and result-oriented love solutions. His effective love spells have helped many reunite with lost partners. If you face family conflict, marriage issues, negativity, or financial stress, his strong mantras bring quick relief. Know what lies ahead in your love life and future through powerful astrology readings. Many lives have changed. Now it's your turn. Contact +1 868 278 0399.
Let the rhythm inspire you at the St. Lucia Jazz and Arts Festival 2026. Pure Jazz. Tuesday, May 5th, Grammy-winning Esperanza Spalding. Then on Thursday, May 7th, Branford Marcellus Quartet. May 6th, Kingdom Night, Gospel Powerhouse Thai Tribet. Ada AE. Then feel the rhythm at Caribbean Fusion. Friday, May 8th, featuring the original Wailers with Al Anderson. Skip Marley, Cast the Band. Imran Nerdy, Dexter Daps. World Beats, Saturday, May 9th, Afrobeat sensation Thames. Princess Lover, X-Man, Lou City, October 4, and Ella May. The Ultimate Celebration, Sunday, May 10th, featuring the legendary Billy Ocean. Beverly Knight, Mervyn Wilkinson, R&B icons Brandy and Monica. Online tickets available at stluciajazzandartsfestival.com.
All right, people, so welcome back, and we are 11 minutes past the hour of 7 o'clock, and it is Tuesday morning, and we are in St. Lucia, man, live. All right, at the Secrets Resort and Spa. And I know one of the callers called in a little earlier and said, could Stephanie, if you could do an interview with the manager of the hotel. We're going to get that interview done today. We'll get that to you tomorrow. So look out for that. In the meantime, while we're here, of course, the Jazz and Arts Festival, well, the real thing starts tonight in terms of the schedule where the concerts are regarded. So tonight is Pure Jazz. Let me see if I get the line up here. Right. So we have Pure Jazz tonight, where there's going to be performances. Tonight is like a ladies' night. And then tomorrow is the gospel night, which is on Wednesday. Then on Thursday, you have another Pure Jazz. It's going to be Pure Jazz. And you'll get the likes of the Branford Marsalis Quartet, Jesse Billy, Echoes, Fusion of Arts. And on Friday, well, Friday is the big one. We're going late on Friday. Skip Marley, the original Wheelers featuring Al Anderson, Kesty Band, Dexter Daps, all right, and St. Lucian Melange. They will all be performing on Friday. So Fridays are a real up-tempo night. High energy. Kes going to bring it. Waiting to see what the performance is going to be like, seeing that it is Arts and Jazz and Arts Festival. If he if he brings in a little different vibes and that kind of thing. You know, they're versatile like that. And then on Saturday, you have the World Beats that will take place. And on Sunday, the ultimate celebration, which brings the curtain down, where you have the likes of international artists like Brandy and Monica, Trinidad and Tobago's own Billy Ocean, Beverly Knight, Mervyn Wilkinson and friends, and Kyle Ernest. They will all be performing on Sunday, and that's going to bring the curtain down on the 2026 St. Lucia Jazz and Arts Festival. But part of the festival as well, like I said yesterday, and we were informed by Teddy St. John, we were also informed by the taxi driver, we were informed by people in the airport. It's not just those events that I just called there. St. Lucia Jazz and Arts Festival is made up of countless events taking place all over the island in different districts, right? So one of the things that took place last night was the Voices from the Underground, which is a poetry event. And in terms of developing all of the arts and the talent in St. Lucia, there is one lady at the helm of that, and the name is Mrs. Ramona Henry Win. We spoke to her last night at the Voices from the Underground, and we're going to take you to that interview now, and you'll get an idea of the work that they put in here in St. Lucia, because there's a lot of talent in St. Lucia, as well as I mentioned to her, other parts of the Caribbean. The whole Caribbean is just full of talent, but everybody, they invest. It's how we invest in that talent and how we nurture that talent, and we guide, especially young people who maybe, you know, they may not be sure which direction they want to go in, or how to harness that talent that they have, that raw talent, and sometimes they just need a little guidance. And Mrs. Henry Win is one of the people that work very hard to ensure that they reach their full potential. So we take it to Voices from the Underground and the Executive Director of the Cultural Development Foundation, Mrs. Ramona Henry Win. Take this in. For an event called Voices of the Underground, and I have managed to find a very talented lady. She has over 20 years experience in accounting, human resource management, administration, operations, just to name a few. And since 2018, she has held the position of Executive Director of the Cultural Development Foundation of St. Lucia, a position that she holds, since 2018, after joining the organization in 2010, I understand.
Yes.
Brilliant. So we have here Mrs. Ramona Henry Win, and I want to say good evening to you, and it is great to be in St. Lucia.
Good evening to you, and it's an awesome pleasure to have you in St. Lucia. And I'm understanding this is your first visit.
Yes, it is.
It
is. I am so embarrassed.
You have missed a lifetime of arts and culture of St. Lucia.
Well, I tell you this, Teddy St. John comes to Trinidad and Tobago every year, and every year he comes to the GTV for an interview for his show called Stripped, which I understand he had for the first time in St. Lucia this year. Yeah. And every year he tells me, Stefan, you got to come to St. Lucia, you know. Stefan, you got to come to St. Lucia. And I came here, I got to say, first off, before we even talk about the event here tonight and the foundation's role and function, is that the warmth of the people, the hospitality, everything has just been 10 out of 10. I cannot think of any fault that I have experienced so far on the trip to St. Lucia. And of course, we're in the middle of St. Lucia Jazz and Arts Festival. And this is where Mrs. Henry Win comes in, because you deal with the art side. And this is Voices of the Underground. Tell us a little bit about this event.
Voices of the Underground is really performance poetry. And with this event, it's not for us just normal poetry. We deal with the up and coming, which is the students from Sir Arthur who take part in Word Up. They have excelled at the first, second, and third place. So we encourage them by giving them that platform to really thrive and to grow, because it's part of our mandate to provide platforms for the artistic community. So we have the up and coming, that's the Sir Arthur Lewis Community College students. Then we have persons who have been in the field for a while,
Okay.
that have been doing performance poetry. They have done it locally, they have done it regionally, and we also feature a headliner who is someone who has done a lot international. And tonight, our headliner is Linton Kwesi Johnson, Jamaican born but British national.
Okay.
So we have him with us tonight. And we always try to create platforms where our aspiring artists, our St. Lucian artists, have mentors, persons that they can look up to, persons who have excelled in the field. And for us, we know that Linton has done a lot of work, and we want to ensure that whatever we do, we don't keep it to ourselves. We share with the international community to come in and to also enrich what we do. We have a lot of talent in St. Lucia.
Yeah, I realize that.
Of course, you must ensure that you pair them up. You allow them the opportunity to network, because Linton has done it. He's been there, done that. And if you allow our locals to network with the likes of Linton Kwesi, you know it provides them with opportunities to look beyond the shores of St. Lucia. So that is our mandate, providing platforms, creating the environment where our artists can grow, they can thrive.
Yes.
And not just doing it alone, but getting persons with best practices, persons who have been there, who understand the environment, the poetry environment.
Right.
We work with them and we ensure that we give our local artists the best possible opportunities.
When we talk about like, this is poetry, right? So literature, everything goes with this. Derek Walcott was a St. Lucian poet or
he was a poet, he was a writer, he was a painter.
Right.
So of course Derek is our inspiration.
Right.
I mean, he's a Nobel laureate.
And how does the foundation, like, okay, you know, you have the generations coming, you have those, or the older generation, and the succession planning and the passing on of the experience and everything. How does the foundation link those generations?
Okay, what we do annually as part of the Nobel Laureate Month, the Cultural Development Foundation, is the organization that really celebrates the work of Derek Walcott.
Right.
We do that for the Nobel Laureate Lecture, where we bring colleagues of his, that have worked with him over the years, understand his work, has studied his work. Persons who have worked alongside him, we bring them down into St. Lucia. We've used locals as well who have worked with him, the likes of Robert Lee Kendall, Hippolyte, Dr. Adrian Ogier. We have used some of those St. Lucians to bring his work forward. What we did this year, we featured a junior lecture because we want our aspiring writers, our aspiring playwrights, we want them to experience Walcott in a way that they understand.
Right.
Because as you'd well understand, Derek's work is not simplistic. So you want to ensure that our young and aspiring art writers, they have that inspiration. They have insight into Derek's work. They understand his work. So we just started this year, January, the junior lecture.
Right.
So although you have the Nobel Laureate lecture that has been going on for years.
Right.
It's an evening event.
Right.
It's a bit taxing to get students to come in the evening.
Right.
So we decided we needed to give them that platform to share in Derek's work, understand and use it as inspiration for their own work. So we have started the junior lecture we did this year. So the lecturer who came in, she also agreed to do the junior lecture.
Okay,
so looking
that's
at the language devices, looking at writing styles and what inspires them. So all of those things were done with the younger persons. So that is how we link the upcoming ones with those who have been, the best practices.
Yeah.
That is our job to do.
And I understand you all have a terrific program that deals with like at-risk communities, youths in at-risk communities, getting them involved in the culture and things like that?
Absolutely. We've done something called Soundwave, which is a music project.
Oh, okay.
And it was dedicated to youth at risk. And when we say at risk, it's not troubled persons
Yeah.
necessarily. It's young persons who have left school, they're unemployed.
Right.
Young persons who are looking for avenues to just to be creative.
But they have a talent, but they
have
just
a
need
talent,
somebody
but
to
they just need a
guide them in the
platform.
right
They need an
direction. Yeah.
outlet. And that project was really designed for those young persons between the ages of 17 and 35.
Okay.
And out of
17
this
and 35.
project, we catered for 50 persons, young persons. We
Mhm.
graduated 48 of them.
Wow.
In that project. And the output of that is a music studio. And this is where we're going to be, all the likes of the performance poets that you sing tonight.
Yes.
They have this outlet to
Yeah.
record their work.
Okay,
We
brilliant.
do a lot of folk traditions.
Right.
There's a lot of folk music out there that is not recorded.
Right.
So that studio is going to be used to record some of that music. We
Mhm.
also have young persons who want to record. They don't have the financial acumen to be able to do that.
Right.
So that studio is going to provide for them.
Oh, that's
to
terrific.
ensure that they can
They can get-
record, they can document their work,
Mhm.
and not allow themselves to be taken advantage of.
That's great.
Yeah.
I think that's absolutely brilliant. We have a lot of talent all through the Caribbean. You know what I mean? That just need that little extra push, the extra help.
Yeah.
I know just finally here real quick because you're starting back inside with the poetry. In terms of artists, painting, things like that. Anybody along those lines like a Llewellyn Xavier or one of them?
Oh, we did Llewellyn Xavier. I can tell you. We did Llewellyn Xavier year before.
Okay.
He had about 800 pieces on display.
Wow.
800 pieces. And
I know he's renowned
he's
as a St.
renowned.
Lucian artist. Yeah.
He's renowned. So we
artist.
celebrated him as the cultural icon.
Oh,
For
brilliant.
2023, 2024. He
Okay.
was the 2024 cultural icon.
Nice.
We celebrated him with a massive exhibition
Okay.
that is still being spoken about today.
Wow.
Llewellyn's work is just surreal. It is just
Mhm.
different. His creativity is just out of this world. And
Right.
we exposed him to St. Lucia because
Nice.
he's displayed a lot of his work outside of St. Lucia.
Yeah, I mean, I know him as the name as a world-renowned
International,
international St. Lucian artist. You know what I mean? So I mean, look, I mean, there are a lot of things that people might not know about St. Lucia because usually when you think about St. Lucia, you think about you think about the in Carnival,
Yeah.
you think about Rikiti, you think about Moto, you think about Eddie St. John, but there are so many others that have been involved. We all have a big guitarist that was well known.
Williamson.
Boo, yes, Boo, Boo is yes.
He's also a director on our board.
Well, look at
Cultural
that, right?
Development
Brilliant.
Foundation Board.
Nice.
You know, so you bring in all of those talents. We have the likes of Jalin Yudovic, who's a master sculptor.
Okay.
He's on our board. And for us as an organization is to ensure that we sell our proposition to the world because we're not just about Tanti and Son.
Right.
We have there's a lot of talent, a lot of raw
Right.
talent that we need to harness. We need to ensure we create the outlets, the
Mhm.
platforms, so that they can continue to deliver. They can continue to understand the value of the work that they do.
Yeah.
And it is only if you provide them with the outlets, the platforms, that they will continue to be
Yeah,
creative.
to move forward and progress,
then
yeah.
Before it used to be the St. Lucia Jazz Festival.
Mm-hmm. Now it's jazz and
a strategic
arts.
decision was taken to make it the St. Lucia Jazz and Arts Festival.
Right.
And that is how you tell the rest of the world, your story. You tell the
Right.
rest of the world who you are as a St. Lucian.
Mhm.
And it's only through the arts you can do that.
Yes.
You know, so you
That's
give our locals a platform to expose what they have to the rest of the world. And we see as it continues, this is our 4th year with the arts.
This is the 4th year. All right.
4th year of us doing Art in the City, which is the arts component of
Mhm.
the festival. And we have seen the growth, we have seen the development, we have seen the interest. And with each passing year, there's that continuous development. And we don't just do the arts as presentations or productions.
Mhm.
You know what we add to it? We add training and development to it. So
Okay.
Linton Kwesi Johnson is going to be doing a masterclass
Okay,
on the
brilliant.
9th. You have some of the artists who have come down to take part in the festival. They do masterclasses as well.
Right.
So you had Chef Sean, because we celebrated Chef Harry as the icon.
Right, the
Was
culinary
the
arts is another,
culinary
yes,
arts. We
yeah.
celebrated that this year. And you had Chef Sean go to his alma mater. His primary school as an alma mater and his secondary school.
Right.
He went to those two schools. He did a cooking session with the young people, and they were in awe. He cried.
Really?
Yeah, because like you're coming back to where you got that
Yeah,
root,
yeah.
and you have not forgotten that. And for us, it's about, again, not just productions, about the development. We're very big on that.
Yeah, the development. And just
Training and development, because if you do not train,
Yeah.
if you do not develop the arts, the likelihood are it will die.
Yeah.
You have to preserve what you had. And how do you do it? By training and development. So every aspect of the arts that we put on for the Jazz and Arts Festival, we try to do a training and development component to it, because we know the importance of training and development.
Right.
You want best practices
Mhm.
for your artistic community. You want them to sharpen their skills,
Right.
enhance their skills. And the only way to do that is by exposing them to the persons who understand, who have been there, done that, are on the international scene.
Yeah.
You expose them to those persons, a form of networking, and they, will grow with it.
With it, yeah, that's right.
Because they are enthusiastic, they have the raw talent,
Mhm.
but you harness that talent to train and development.
Brilliant. I want to thank you for your time, of course.
you.
And they got a terrific show going on inside.
Voices of the Underground. And
Voices of the
tomorrow-
Underground.
Tomorrow we're in Castries.
Okay,
We
oh, so
call
this
it
goes
arts-
to different.
No, well,
Oh.
not voice. So we have Artscape tomorrow. So you're going to have theater
Mhm.
during the lunch period.
Okay.
It's right on the waterfront.
All right.
Yeah,
Nice.
It's called Anchorage on the Waterfront. So you're going to have
Anchorage on the
theater there.
waterfront.
And later on in the afternoon, you're going to have more arts.
Okay,
Yeah, so
brilliant.
we're in the Constitution Park the day after.
Okay.
We've also been in Rodney Bay. We have a French band in Rodney Bay. We also have Still Pan and some other performances in Rodney Bay Marina.
Wow.
So there's a lot going on in the arts.
So it's not just jazz and arts festival with the schedule that you see.
Oh yes.
It have a lot of things like Teddy told me. It have things going on all over the place.
Absolutely.
Different.
There's a
Yeah.
community jazz as well. There's a lot of community
That's
jazz
what I
going
heard.
on as well.
So I mean, listen, St. Lucia is the place
It's
to
big,
be.
It's big. It's big. It's big. It's big.
You
It's
gotta
big,
come here. You
know?
gotta come here and experience it. You know, the jazz,
Absolutely.
the arts, the sun, the sea, the sand, the hospitality, the people, the warmth, and I'm telling
The
you,
arts and culture of St. Lucia. Our
That's right.
soul. St. Lucia's soul is in the arts and culture. So I welcome everybody to come over and be a part of it. Not just for Carnival, come for the St. Lucia Jazz and Art Festival.
brilliant.
Yeah.
So thank you, Mrs. Henry Win.
Thank
Of course,
you.
thanks for your time. And we're going back to the spoken word poetry on the inside of the Cultural Center. All right,
you.
Synergy TV from St. Lucia.
Yeah, Cultural Development Foundation.
So we are here at the National. All right, nice. I was watching it. I was watching it on my phone now. You know what I mean? Yeah. You know, I was watching my interview now. Yeah. So, all right, people. That there is Mrs. Ramona Henry Win, and that was at the National Cultural Center last night. That was the location for Voices from the Underground. And we got to go to a break. Remember, it is breaking dawn, and we are live from Secrets Resort and Spa in St. Lucia. You cannot get it better than this. The sun, the sea, the sand, the hospitality, the people, the warmth, everything. It is here, all packaged in one in St. Lucia. And of course, the entertainment, the Jazz and Arts Festival, and everything that is coming up during the course of this week. And we're going to take you on that journey all the way down to Sunday. Not even Sunday, Monday, because we got to give you what happened on Sunday, on Monday. So we here until the 12th. We leave next week, Tuesday. And I am going to enjoy myself while I'm at Secrets Resort and Spa. And I tell you what, Seth Wyola Board is up next. Stay tuned. We come back after this. Don't go anywhere. It's Breaking Dawn, number 1.
I'm every woman, evolving, unstoppable even when I need to recharge. That's why I choose iron that's gentle, fights fatigue, and keeps me strong.
Fine lines, subtle shifts. I support my skin from within to reduce wrinkles.
Hard work takes strength, so I fuel up to stay ready.
Now I'm growing someone new. What I take, she takes too. So I choose what supports her brain from the start.
Wellness looks different for all of us, and I'm not alone. Jameson, trusted by women through every stage and every change.
Ostomy care is a unique and intimate condition that can seem challenging for individuals afflicted by it. At Better Life Ostomy Care, they understand and offer a wide range of products and services that will allow ostomates to lead a better life. From colostomy and urostomy pouches, paste and powders, antibacterial wipes, Brava strips, deodorants, gloves, gauze, bed liners, and much, much more. They also have RNK available for ostomy home care with affordable starter packages. No need to look for nurse or supply. Everything is just a phone call away. Better Life Ostomy Care is located at number 4 Mosque Street, Caroni. You can call them at 308-6709 or 472-5878 or visit their website at www.betterlifeostomycareTT.com to find out more about their offerings. You can also write to them at betterlifeostomycareTT@gmail.com or find them on Facebook. Better Life Ostomy Care, servicing ostomates with a better quality of life.
Master Ganesh Bhargav offers powerful guidance for all kinds of life problems, doubts, confusion, protection needs, and clarity. His astrology practice comes from a powerful ancestral tribal lineage with over 500 years of astrological and spiritual practice. Bhargav Ji does not dominate or pressure clients. Instead, he focuses on fixing problems with care and balance. His reunion love spells and death reversal spells are designed to restore harmony and provide lifetime protection. This is not individual effort alone, but collective spiritual power working for you. Many clients notice strong positive changes within a few sessions. Call +1 868 347 2350.
Scandal in Port of Spain, Scandal in Secret is finally back. We know you've been waiting, and we are finally back at Central Bank Auditorium for 2 nights only, on Saturday the 2nd of May at 8:30 p.m. and Sunday the 3rd at 6:30 p.m. Scandal in Secret.
Concerned about the safety and security of your property? Then look no further. At Electromatic Gate Systems, they specialize in fabrication of gates, fencing, and much more. They also provide remote control access for sliding and swing gates and garage doors for residential, commercial, and industrial use. Have a design in mind? They can fabricate and motorize it into reality. Why choose them? They supply Italian-made motors backed by 10 years warranty, and you can ask about their lifetime warranty packages. Electromatic Gate Systems remains the sole authorized distributor for ProfoundNet throughout the Caribbean. Don't compromise your security. Contact them today at 333-GATE. That is 333-4283. Find them on Google, Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok, or visit their website at www.electromaticgates.com. Their team is standing by to assist.
You will not deny that this is the maddest place on earth, and we go shout from the top of the mountain. This is the greatest place, our great escape, my favorite space, the maddest place on earth. Would you believe me when I tell you? Better you come and take a sample. A little bit is still a lot to handle, but you can find no other example. We really have a different kind of style. The elders teach it to me as a child, and this is how we know that we are alive. Fancy people never need to go to start a vibe. It's fancy time, June and July. You need to fly down to the maddest place on earth. Can't tell no lie.
Astrologer Mohit Ji is known for providing insightful astrology guidance for complex life situations, dealing with love confusion, delayed marriage, partner distancing, or serious relationship breakdowns. His approach focuses on understanding the root cause and guiding you toward the right path. If financial instability or business setbacks are affecting you, his spiritual remedies may support positive change. With psychic reading, horoscope analysis, and palm insights, he offers practical clarity. His services also include protection from negative energies and removal of bad luck. Call at +1 868 334 2796.
Welcome to Car City Trading, your #1 supply of brand new Korean auto parts. Come on down to lot number 78 Bamboo Settlement number 2 Valsain between the hours of 8 a.m. and 5 p.m. Monday to Friday and 8 a.m. to 2 p.m. on Saturday to get your Hyundai and Kia vehicular needs. Car City Trading has everything your vehicle needs, from a brand new head and blocks to engine parts, transmissions, suspension parts, body parts, electrical parts, braking system, AC system, even the smallest sensor and much more. WhatsApp us today at 704-2246 or call us at 645-2603 and let us be your car parts solution. Be sure to find us on Facebook, Instagram and TikTok and look out for our monthly deals and promotions. Car City Trading, quality products at unbeatable prices.
Eden Heights Clinic is one of the most advanced state-of-the-art alternative clinics in the Caribbean. They offer a dynamic combination of life-changing treatments, including prelozone therapy, live blood analysis, halotherapy, limb backing, nutritional programs, colon hydrotherapy, weight loss programs, oxygen baths, and more. Their professional doctors, Drs. Carlos Navarro, Ramona Navarro, and Brian Thompson provide consultation services in areas of diabetes, detox programs, arthritis, sports injuries, heart disease, high blood pressure, persons suffering with knee, shoulder, and back pain. At Eden Heights Clinic, they understand that your health is your wealth. Get in touch with them to determine which service is the right choice for you. Visit them at any one of their 3 locations at 13 Montague Avenue, Trinidad, at 41 Ramsaran Street, Shoguanas, or give them a call at 640-8985 or 613-7571, or send them a WhatsApp to 493-9196. Eden Heights Clinic is your right choice.
You will not deny that this is the maddest place on earth, and we go shout from the top of the mountains. This is the greatest place, our great escape, my favorite space, the maddest place on earth. Would you believe me when I tell you? Better you come and take a sample. A little bit is still a lot to handle, but you can find no other example. We really have a different kind of style. You need to fly up to the maddest place on earth. Can't tell no lie.
Astrologer Mohit G is known for providing insightful astrology guidance for complex life situations, dealing with love confusion, delayed marriage, partner distancing, or serious relationship breakdowns. His approach focuses on understanding the root cause and guiding you toward the right path. If financial instability or business setbacks are affecting you, his spiritual remedies may support positive change. With psychic reading, horoscope analysis, and palm insights, he offers practical clarity. His services also include protection from negative energies and removal of bad luck. Call at +1 868 334 2796.
Welcome to Car City Trading, your #1 supply of brand new Korean auto parts. Come on down to lot number 78 Bamboo Settlement number 2 Valsain between the hours of 8 a.m. and 5 p.m. Monday to Friday and 8 a.m. to 2 p.m. on Saturday to get your Hyundai and Kia vehicular needs. Car City Trading has everything your vehicle needs, from a brand new head and blocks to engine parts, transmissions, suspension parts, body parts, electrical parts, braking system, AC system, even the smallest sensor and much more. WhatsApp us today at 704-2246 or call us at 645-2603 and let us be your car parts solution. Be sure to find us on Facebook, Instagram and TikTok and look out for our monthly deals and promotions. Car City Trading, quality products at unbeatable prices.
Eden Heights Clinic is one of the most advanced state-of-the-art alternative clinics in the Caribbean. They offer a dynamic combination of life-changing treatments, including prelozone therapy, live blood analysis, halotherapy, limb backing, nutritional programs, colon hydrotherapy, weight loss programs, oxygen baths, and more. Their professional doctors, Drs. Carlos Navarro, Ramona Navarro, and Brian Thompson provide consultation services in areas of diabetes, detox programs, arthritis, sports injuries, heart disease, high blood pressure, persons suffering with knee, shoulder, and back pain. At Eden Heights Clinic, they understand that your health is your wealth. Get in touch with them to determine which service is the right choice for you. Visit them at any one of their 3 locations at 13 Montague Avenue, Twin City, at 41 Ramsaran Street, Shoguanas, or give them a call at 640-8985 or 613-7571, or send them a WhatsApp to 493-9196. Eden Heights Clinic is your right choice.
People, so we're back, and it is Tuesday, so we got Seth Weil aboard with us via Zoom, and we're going to be talking about a topic entitled the hormone confusion. So we're going to bring in Seth one time. Let's go. All right, Seth, morning to you, man.
Good morning, Stefan Reese, Synergy TV, all of our viewers internationally, well, you're regional, right?
Yes,
in Lucia,
yes.
right? Enjoying the nice weather and the ambience. Good,
Nice,
good.
man.
I'm yet to visit. Right?
Yes.
So, topic this morning, the hormone confusion, or what
Right.
I'll call hormonal imbalance and the truth that they are not explaining. Right?
All right.
So, what happened is, people have dealt with these topics, and it touched on things like fertility issues, hormonal imbalance, estrogen, testosterone, progesterone, animal protein, and plant-based diets. And the confusion, there's some confusion among that is being sold to the public. And I recently heard on a health discussion where fertility issues and hormonal imbalances were being discussed. And in that discussion, certain claims were made about dairy, animal protein, plant-based diets, and hormone balance. Now, I'm not here to attack anyone personally. I'm here to explain the claim, because when claims are made publicly, especially on health matters, they must be tested against biology, and they must be tested against physiology, and they have to be tested against mechanisms. And if the explanation does not line up with how the human body works, then the public believes, let me not say believes, the public deserves to know that, right? Because some of these claims, they sound scientific, right? Some of them might sound natural, right? Some of them may even be said by someone using the title doctor.
Right.
But this is where the public has to, slow down, because not everyone called a doctor is a medical doctor. A person could be a naturopath. A person may have naturopathic training. A person may have a doctorate or a certificate in another field, right? But that's why they have distinction, and they would say a MD, right? A medical doctor, right? To be to clarify it and to rid the public of the confusion, right? Because when people hear, the general public, when they hear doctor, they automatically assume medical doctor, and that creates what is called title confusion. And title confusion has become, especially in today's time, a marketing tool. Because once the public hears the title, they stop questioning the explanation, right? But I want people to understand, something very clearly, and that is, truth does not become true because someone is called a doctor, right? Truth doesn't become truth because, someone is wearing a white coat. That is something that has a strategy that has been used in the marketing industry, like pharmaceuticals and supplement industry, where they would hire an actor to just put on a white coat and a stethoscope over their neck, right, in the ads, because of this very same thing that causes that title confusion. And when people see, hey, this person having a white coat and a stethoscope around their neck, then people automatically think the information is true, right?
Right, yeah.
But when it comes to truth, it doesn't even matter if your clinic looks professional. You could have a professional looking clinic, right, and it could still be inaccurate. It must line up with biology. It must line up with physiology. It must line up with the mechanisms. Right. Now, the other issue is if the general public don't have much knowledge on biology, physiology, or the mechanisms, how to go in and rectify anything, right? And this is one of the reasons why I went as far as to publish my book to be a source of credible information for individuals so they could understand certain things. All right? So let's get into it. So let's start with milk and animal protein. Milk and animal protein are not in the same conversation. It's not the same conversation. Milk is one conversation, and meat is another conversation, and animal protein is yet another conversation. So milk is a growth fluid, and it is produced by, a lactating animal. It is designed to support the rapid growth and development of the young of that species. So yes, I do not recommend milk as a necessary adult food.
Right.
Those that have my book know how strongly I put the argument in with regards to that. So if people get my book, they would see. All right. And especially after the natural weaning stage. All right. But it is completely wrong to take the milk argument and use it to attack meat and animal protein. Animal protein is not milk. Animal protein is broken down into amino acids, and those amino acids are used by the body to repair tissue, to build enzymes, maintain organs, support the immune function, support muscles, support blood, support the reproductive system, and rebuild the structure of the body. So when someone say that animal protein causes hormonal imbalance because animals have protein, that is a very shallow explanation. All animals have protein across the board. Right? Human beings, right? We have hormones. All animals have hormones. Cows have hormones. Goats have hormones. Fish, chicken, right? You name it, they have hormones. And that alone means nothing. The real question is, what type of hormones? What amount? How is it metabolized, and does it have a meaningful effect inside the human body? The natural hormones found in animal foods are mammalian hormones, right? Hormones that mammals produce. And they are on the same biological category as hormones the human body already produces, right? Let me say that again. The hormones found in mammals are mammalian hormones, and it is the same in the same category of the hormones the human body naturally produces, right? So when a person would normally consume from meat, what they consume from meat, even with milk, where hormone levels can be higher than in muscle meat. So milk have higher levels of hormones because remember, milk is designed to grow the young of the animal. The amount consumed from normal intake is still small compared to what the body naturally produces, right?
Okay.
And when hormones are consumed orally, they have to go through digestion and liver metabolism. So to frighten people by saying animal foods contain hormones without explaining amount, form, and metabolism, that is not science. That is what I call fear marketing, right? But here's where the contradiction becomes serious. Some of the same people warning the public about hormones in animal foods are pushing plant-based diets, but plants contain phytoestrogens. Now, phytoestrogens are plant compounds, and they are not human estrogen, right? It's not mammalian hormones. And they can interact with estrogen receptors in the human body. That means they can behave like weak estrogen signals in some tissues, and in other situations, they can compete or interfere with estrogen signaling. So how can someone frighten the public about small amounts of natural mammalian hormones in animal foods, but then promote plant foods that contain compounds capable of interacting with estrogen receptors? That is not balanced science. That is selective fear, right?
Okay.
That is selective fear. And they are not only afraid of hormones when the conversation points to animal food, right? But when the hormonal activity comes from plants, suddenly the concern disappears. And that there shows a bias, right? And that is why people must be careful. Plant-based doesn't automatically mean hormone-friendly. Natural doesn't automatically mean safe, you know. Doctor approved does not automatically mean biologically correct. Now, let's go a little deeper, because if we are talking about hormone imbalance, we cannot only talk about estrogen, testosterone, and progesterone. We have to talk about something called SHBG, which stands for sex hormone binding globulin. All right, and it's actually not a hormone; it's a binding protein made mainly by the liver. And its job is to bind hormones like testosterone and estrogen and help control how much of those hormones remain free and active in the body. Right? And this is extremely important because when SHBG is too low, more testosterone can remain free and active. And that contributes to hormone imbalance. And it can contribute to acne, it can contribute to irregular cycles, it can contribute to infertility issues. It is seen in conditions like PCOS, right? So the deeper question, and not just PCOS as well, is also a key factor in uterine cancers also, right? So the deeper question is not, did this person eat animal protein? The deeper question is, why is the body's hormone regulation breaking down? Why is SHB, which is sex hormone binding globulin, low? Why is insulin high? Why is the liver under stress? Why is the metabolism damaged? And one of the biggest drivers of that damage is sugar, right? Sugar. Sugar damages the metabolic environment. Sugar drives insulin. Sugar contributes to liver fat production. Sugar can interfere with the liver's ability to properly regulate SHBG. And when SHBG drops, the balance between bound hormones and free hormones, that changes, right? That is where the hormonal imbalance can begin. So when a clinic tells people to come off animal protein and go get plant-based, while ignoring sugar, insulin resistance, liver metabolism, SHBG, and phytoestrogens, they are not dealing with root cause. They are giving people a selective explanation. They are making animal foods the villain while ignoring the deeper metabolic damage. And this is why people need my book. Because in my book, Stefan, I go into the whole sugar story, where sugar came from, how it enters the human diet, right? How it was normalized, how it reshaped human health, and how it became one of the most destructive forces in the modern diet, right? And when people understand sugar properly, they'll begin to understand why so much of what is being sold as healthcare today is misleading. Right? They would understand why so many clinics can sound scientific and still be wrong. Well, how we know that? Look how much clinics, look how much health centers and stuff it have around the world, and why all diseases continue to escalate. Why am I the only person in the Caribbean that is reversing diseases like cancer with no intervention, no medication, no surgery, no drugs, no supplement, and not putting people at risk for other diseases? Why am I the only person doing that? Right? And that's because I take a root cause approach. Right? Everybody trying to turn to a tonic or some kind of invasive therapies, something, they're looking for something in a bottle, some kind of injection, right?
Right.
That's not the approach.
Fix, yeah.
Right? People looking for that. How much decades now we doing that? What has it solved? No disease decline, no. But everybody still, that is the definition of insanity, right? That is the definition of insanity, doing the same thing over and over and over. So you're taking the medication, you're taking the injections, you're doing all of these procedures, right? And you're still sick, and you're thinking, I just need to do it more. You just need to do it more. That is insanity, because you have been doing it all the time and it isn't working.
Right.
It isn't working, right? We need to start thinking different. We need to start with a process-based healing methodology. That is what nutritional therapy is. Everybody looking for product-based healing. Product-based healing has never worked. All it have done is just suppress symptoms temporarily, and then you end up with more problems later on. We have to get out of that mindset. People not fed up of being sick. I would hope people fed up of being sick. Right? We're not fed up of running around in circles all the time. But you see, yeah, is it going to?
The way that I see, the way that I see people, we only have about a minute left. But the way that I see people, you know, in the fitness thing now, and everybody running a 5K, and I mean, you see how many 5Ks and stuff it have people more on the fitness level. But while they're on the fitness level, the nutritional side of things would be the traditional nutritional way that they know it, which does not necessarily go hand in hand with what you're talking about. But in terms of people wanting to feel better, live longer, stay fitter, that kind of thing, you've seen it from the exercise aspect, but the nutritional aspect is where
that's what lacking.
There are
and
different, different
people
different
tend to
approaches.
do what feels easier to do. Because exercising, like I said, is a measure of performance.
Yeah.
That doesn't require an intellectual approach. That doesn't require having to sit and analyze or educate yourself, right? To the same degree that it would take for one to do the research, to educate themselves on proper nutrition. But this is why I made it easier. That's why I wrote my book, Stefan, because to try to sift through the amount of misinformation it have, right? I think I might have to do a segment. Remember, I think it was back in 2021 or 2022, where I did this segment on the hierarchy of studies to help people understand how to research. Because if you don't know how to research, you go in and be swaying like a leaf in the wind from here, there, and everywhere, you know.
Right.
But that's also why I wrote my book. I simplified everything, right? I removed the rubbish, I removed the clutter, I removed the garbage that have been misdirecting people. All of the misinformation I cleared out, and I show people a clear path to the truth and provide all the references so you can compare it, and people can even try the hardest to challenge it. They would not be able to dismiss what I wrote in that book because it is concrete, and that's why I encourage people. Get the book. You know, it's available at RIK bookstores nationwide.
Yeah.
Nelson's bookstore in Tobago. The digital copy is on Gumroad, right? So people can message me for that link. And it's also on Amazon. And of course, you could get it from the clinic as well, right? And if you want to truly get your specific issue dealt with, book a consultation, come and see me. I don't have fancy products and props. I like to call it props. You know, you go and you do a blood analysis, or you do a body scan. I don't have those props. I don't need those props. I already know what's causing your health issues. So I don't need props, right? Because you know how people respond. Once they see an activity being done, I put some things on your head, or I have you hold something and squeeze or stick some things on your body. You're easy to distribute your money. And here's the thing, that ain't even giving them a solution, you know.
Right.
That isn't giving you a solution, but people would throw out the money because, he do something.
Well,
all I do is just tell you you're sick, but you already come by me knowing you're sick, right? So how that help you? That didn't help nobody. I deal with root cause of your issues. I already know what causing your health issues. That is how I've been able to reverse it. How you think I've been able to reverse cancer in different people over the years? How I've been able to reverse autoimmune conditions? And don't talk about diabetes, hypertension, cardiovascular diseases. How is it I've been able to reverse all of those things with no intervention, just by educating and coaching people? That takes knowledge and proper application of knowledge. All right?
Yeah. Well, Seth, we all the time, but thanks a lot for joining us. Valuable information as usual. And of course, next week we'll have to do it from St. Lucia again, eh?
Yeah.
Because we won't be back until Tuesday night. So
yes, understood.
All right. So, but thanks a lot, man. That's Seth Wyola aboard, and of course,
thanks
you can
for
give
having
him a call and book a consultation. 279-3935 or 761-1952. Make sure and get in contact with him today if you want to take that nutritional approach to health. All right, and getting better or reversing those diseases that you have. We take the final break. When we come back, I think we have one birthday and we're out of here. Stay tuned.
At the castle, we just love moms.
I love you, Mommy.
And this Mother's Day, we are cooking up a storm with lots of tasty food. So forget about cooking. Let us fix dinner with a popular family meal. And lunch is a breeze with a snack box and the fish, chicken, and veggie sandwich combos. Oh yeah, and we've got the chicken and wing buckets, plus rotisserie meals, and of course, delicious sides. And it's all cooked with our nice local seasonings. So take a break and enjoy. Happy Mother's Day from Royal Castle.
Concerned about the safety and security of your property? Then look no further. At Electromatic Gate Systems, they specialize in fabrication of gates, fencing, and much more. They also provide remote control access for sliding and swing gates and garage doors for residential, commercial, and industrial use. Have a design in mind? They can fabricate and motorize it into reality. Why choose them? They supply Italian-made motors backed by 10 years warranty, and you can ask about their lifetime warranty packages. Electromatic Gate Systems remains the sole authorized distributor for ProfoundNet throughout the Caribbean. Don't compromise your security. Contact them today at 333-GATE. That is 333-4283. Find them on Google, Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok, or visit their website at www.electromaticgates.com. Their team is standing by to assist.
At Adams Optical, we care for your vision with everything from stylish frames, contact lenses, and sunglasses, starting at just $595, to advanced eye care services. We also diagnose and manage conditions like glaucoma and cataracts with our in-house ophthalmologist. Additional services include OCT, VFT, and cataract surgeries. Visit us at San Fernando, Chaguanas, or Rio Claro.
Welcome to Caribbean Tourist Villa, your home away from home in the heart of Port of Spain. With over 25 years of trusted hospitality, Caribbean Tourist Villa has been a reliable choice for both business professionals and vacationers. Our guest rooms are thoughtfully equipped with all the essentials for a relaxing and productive stay, and our tranquil pool area is perfect for relaxation after a busy day. We've created the ideal space for you to relax, recharge, and enjoy. Give us a call to book your stay today.
Welcome to Antigua Mars. Them people have no behavior, they have no behavior. Welcome to Antigua Mars. Clear out how you know it's danger, how you know it's danger. When it comes to Mars, it was deadly.
Feeling distance in your relationship or sensing someone interfering between you and your partner? Connect with Pandit Anirudh, known for powerful and result-oriented love solutions. His effective love spells have helped many reunite with lost partners. If you face family conflict, marriage issues, negativity, or financial stress, his strong mantras bring quick relief. Know what lies ahead in your love life and future through powerful astrology readings. Many lives have changed. Now it's your turn. Contact +1 868 278 0399.
Let the rhythm inspire you at the St. Lucia Jazz and Arts Festival 2026. Pure Jazz. Tuesday, May 5th, Grammy-winning Esperanza Spalding. Then on Thursday, May 7th, Branford Marcellus Quartet. May 6th, Kingdom Night, Gospel Powerhouse Thai Tribet. Ada AE. Then feel the rhythm at Caribbean Fusion. Friday, May 8th, featuring the original Wailers with Al Anderson. Skip Marley, Cast the Band. Imran Nerdy, Dexter Daps. World Beats. Saturday, May 9th, Afrobeat sensation Thames. Princess Lover, X-Man, Lou City, October 4, and Ella May. The Ultimate Celebration, Sunday, May 10th, featuring the legendary Billy Ocean. Beverly Knight, Mervyn Wilkinson, R&B icons Brandy and Monica. Online tickets available at stluciajazzandartsfestival.com.
Eden Heights Clinic is one of the most advanced state-of-the-art alternative clinics in the Caribbean. They offer a dynamic combination of life-changing treatments, including prolozone therapy, live blood analysis, halotherapy, limb backing, nutritional programs, colon hydrotherapy, weight loss programs, oxygen baths, and more. Their professional doctors, Drs. Carlos Navarro, Bronwyn Navarro, and Brian Thompson provide consultation services in areas of diabetes, detox programs, arthritis, sports injuries, heart disease, high blood pressure, persons suffering with knee, shoulder, and back pain. At Eden Heights Clinic, they understand that your health is your wealth. Get in touch with them to determine which service is the right choice for you. Visit them at any one of their 3 locations at 13 Montague Avenue, Twin City, at 41 Ramsaran Street, Shoguanas, or give them a call at 640-8985 or 613-7571, or send them a WhatsApp to 493-9196. Eden Heights Clinic is your right choice.
All right, people, so we got to wrap things up from Secrets today. We got one birthday, and we got to say happy birthday to our beautiful mother, Sita of Rio Claro, celebrating her 95th birthday. So happy 95 to Sita, and wishing you good health, strength, and happiness coming from your 8 children, all of your grandchildren, not forgetting Sally, Kaja, and all of the others. Love you, Moi. All right, so Sita, happy birthday to you, and we do hope that you enjoy yourself today. Have a good one, all right? Nice, man. So, with that, people, of course, tonight we head out to Pure Jazz, and we're going to get some content there that we're going to come back and share with you guys. Just enough that is newsworthy, because we do have, of course, little legal copyright stuff to abide by, which would mean that we would report on the events and give you a nice little feel of what it was like. So look out for that. That's coming at you tomorrow. I don't know what I'm doing with Behind the Badge yet tomorrow. Usually I preempt it when I'm outside. I'll make a decision on that later on today, because we're going to interview the manager of the hotel here as well. So we're going to have some interesting content tomorrow. All right? And everything's St. Lucian. All right? So until tomorrow, do enjoy the rest of your Tuesday. Lucky me. Out from St. Lucia. Goodbye.